Hello and welcome back to the Spiritual Nest. I'm Hetty Sessions. Thank you for joining us again. Okay, so on today's video, we're going to be discussing the downside of being a psychic and the downside of having the gift. To have the ability to contact the other side, I feel so blessed. I feel so lucky to be able to do it. I am more than grateful of being able to contact the other side. However, like with everything, there is a downside. And today we're going to cover the downsides of being a psychic. Okay, number one has got to be how confusing it is to have the gift. Not only is it confusing in the respects of me trying to work out what spirit is trying to say to me, what their message is that they want sent over to their loved ones, but it is so confusing having the gift. It is the hardest thing trying to work out what spirit is trying to say to me. When I get a message, it's never just a black and white, there you go kind of a message. It is one that of real deep depth, and I'm trying to scratch away, trying to work out exactly what's being said. My greatest worry is that I get a message wrong, or I give it across to my client wrong, and that the message, I haven't done my spirit justice, or I haven't done the message justice. So it is so confusing trying to work out what spirit's trying to say. You can imagine how we communicate with each other is very different. I don't communicate with my husband the same way I communicate with my clients, and it's the same with spirit. You know, one way a spirit contacts and communicates with me is very different to another. Just trying to know what they're trying to say, trying to work out what they're giving to me. Also, it's confusing in the respects of me trying to coherently understand what they're trying to say and trying to be like, okay, they mean this. Not only is it confusing for me, it's confusing for my client if I don't get the message right. So one of the biggest things I would say of the downside of having the gift is how confusing it is. Number two, draining. It is unbelievably exhausting. Now, not only prior to every appointment do I have to meditate and I have to prepare myself to welcome through the spirit, it's also exhausting in the respects of the messages that I receive are heartbreaking. I try so hard to put nothing but joy into my reads, but when I get a message that pulls on my heartstring, or when I get an energy through that is upset because they just want to hold their loved one, they want to let them know everything's going to be okay, it is emotionally draining. So not only is it physically, it is also emotional. I would say the emotional exhaustion is so much more intense than the physical exhaustion. I try to read for as many people as possible because I feel like it's something that everybody should experience, and I don't want my clients waiting months and months and months. So you find as a psychic you have to put your own needs to one side because your clients' needs are so much greater, and you are the only way that they can get some form of resolve. I have a lot of clients come to me and say, you know, you've brought me so much peace, you don't understand the amount of peace you've brought to me, and that for me is so rewarding. But it's the preparation prior and after that is absolutely draining. Like I say, with after, I have to cleanse myself, I have to protect myself, and that also takes some time and also can be quite draining. So yeah, exhaustion is absolutely, definitely up there. Another downside of having the gift is that it is constant. There is not an hour of the day where I do not hear a message, or I don't have, there's never a moment in the day when I don't have somebody talking to me. Whether it's just a message for somebody, or whether it's a spirit that's just a little bit lonely and they just want to talk to somebody. I've currently had a lady with me, a spirit with me for over a week now, who just keeps on talking to me about potato salad, and she's trying to find her loved one to let them know that the potato salad that they make, the reason it doesn't taste the same is because they put sweet corn in it, and she never put sweet corn in it. She said that she has said to me, they think that I put sweet corn in it. They have a memory of me putting sweet corn, but I never put sweet corn in it. So that as well it's like constantly there. The only time that I'm not aware of spirit talking to me is when I'm asleep. However, I'll often be woken up by a spirit talking to me about something. So that is one downside of having the gift, is there is no off button. There is, however, an on button when you want to subscribe to the channel. If you're enjoying the content so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, switch on the bell so you're first in the know when a video goes up. The last point that I believe is a downside is it is a constant learning. It's a constant experience. You know, our spiritual journey, there's never a start and an end. It's constantly going. It's a forever. I learn something new every day when it comes to the other side, whether it's a new way of communication or whether it's a new feeling that one of the spirits give me. It's a learning tool. As a Sagittarius, I like to excel at things, and if I don't excel at it, I feel like I failed. So a Saggy would never be in a predicament where they feel like they couldn't do something, because they like to know that they can do it and complete it. So the forever learning for me is definitely, I feel, a downside. It's something that I feel very rewarded that I'm able to do, however, but that constant, have I done that right? Have I got it right? Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. There's something else that I could learn, something else I could do. So the learning side of it for me is definitely a downside. I can see that it would be a positive though, because I pick up so many new things every day. But the forever learning and the forever, God, I have to remember that. I must remember that, is a downside. There's not enough brain capacity going. There's not enough left in my little noggin to kind of take in everything else. So for me, the four main downsides of being a psychic are how confusing it can be, how exhausting it can be. I'm never able to switch it off, and I am forever learning. If you've enjoyed this little video today, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, click on the notification bell, and share on all social media platforms. Have a beautiful day or night, no matter where you are. Love and light.